on, guys? Ethan Yorke here, and today I am with Tanner. He's driving me around because my M3's got a flat tire and they've got run flats on them, so I can't patch them. We're gonna meet up with either our buddy Alain or our buddy Arturo to go take pictures. Still don't really know where we're going yet because we've pretty much used every single spot that we have access to where we live, and I don't really like reusing locations, but I figured I would bring you guys along for the ride. So as soon as we figure out what's going on, I'll turn the camera back on and we'll figure something else out. Inside our buddy Alan's house right now, I think we're gonna shoot his car, but I figured I would go over something in the meantime while we're waiting, since we're gonna be taking pictures of his car. I figured I would go over what kind of camera setup that I have. Now, obviously I vlog on my iPhone for now, just because if I bring my camera with me to take pictures of cars and I'm also trying to vlog at the same time, obviously I can't really get any content of me shooting while I'm shooting with my camera. So I thought in the meantime I would go over kind of what I shoot with. The camera that I use at the moment is a Sony A7 Mark III. It isn't an R. I didn't want to spend the extra money for the R. And from pretty much all the reviews that I saw, that the A7 Mark III was sufficient. So right now I've got a 16 to 50 millimeter on there. I use this pretty much exclusively for rollers and interior shots. It only goes down to f3.5, so as far as taking stills, it's kind of useless. You know, because if you want to get that nice bokeh in the background, 3.5 isn't really enough to accomplish that. And honestly, even for interior shots, I kind of don't like having an f-stop that high because you can't really get, I'm sorry, you can't really get that nice, you know, everything blurred out besides the interior, which kind of bothers me. So I was thinking about picking up a 16 f1.8 or f1.4 lens in the future, but so far I just have this purely for rollers. This is probably the lens that this and the other lens that I'll bring up is the one that I use the most frequently. This is my 50-1.8. This is the first lens that I bought with the camera, and the only reason I'm starting to use this a little more than the 30-1.4, which I'll pull out in a second, is because I have a CPL for this lens. I haven't ordered a CPL or a polarizing filter for my 30, so especially for shooting cars, that's pretty much mandatory. So I should probably get on that. In fact, I'll probably order that as soon as I'm done talking. And then the other lens, which I just talked about, is my 30mm 1.4. It is not the Sigma Art, but it is a Sigma lens, and it is really, really nice, especially considering it wasn't super expensive. But I do want to upgrade to the 35-1.4, the Sigma Art lens, because anything below 1.8 is pretty much useless on this lens unless you're using manual focus. I'm going to start learning how to stack exposures and things like that so that I can take pictures. You know, one exposure is in f1.4, one exposure is in f3.5, so I can make sure I have if I'm doing like a, you know, a shot of like the entire car, I can make sure the entire car is in focus, while still making sure that I've got that nice bokeh in the background. So that's a quick little walkthrough over my camera equipment. Hopefully you can see me get some shots here in the future, and I'll post some of them up in the video as well, as soon as we figure out what we're doing, because right now we're just sitting here doing nothing, and we're gonna run out of light in like 45 minutes. So hopefully I can keep you guys updated, and we'll see you in a little bit when something happens. All right, so we met up with Alain. I'm in the back seat. I'm getting ready to take some rollers on the way to the location. We are like seriously running out of light, so I don't know how many shots we're actually gonna be able to get, but we're gonna try our best. I normally take rollers out of the M3s, and the truck's a little high up, so I might have to, they might not come out as low as I normally get them, because I usually hang like 3 centimeters off the floor, but we'll see how this goes. So hopefully Tanner can get some content, I can get some content, it'll be a good day. But you can see Alan's M2's right up there. Gorgeous. Let's take some shots. All right, so we're here. Alan's in his M2 over there. He's gonna move it because we've got a nice little sunset going on back there. Tanner's here. I already got the rollers. We might get some rollers on the way back if we've got any light, but this thing. Stupid. So dumb. I love it. I love it so much. I've got the 50 on right now because I want the filter. Tanner's got his 50. A little more to the right. I'm trying to direct this and to vlog at the same time. Actually, you know what? That'll probably work right there. I do kind of like that. So I'll keep you guys updated. Tanner, what are you doing?
Trying to get pictures.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good right there. I'll probably move you a couple more times though. So I'll introduce you guys to Alan in a bit. We're gonna get some pictures. All right, so this is Alan. This is the owner of the M2 competition that we've been taking pictures of. We just got done taking shots, but I wanted to kind of talk to him for a little bit, figure out what's going on with the car, what he's got done to it. So Alan, I'll let you take it away. This thing is beautiful.
Thank you.
He had an M2 before, the N55, not the S55. And obviously this is a far better platform, so I'll kind of let you talk about it for a little bit.
Yeah, so I got this like about a couple months ago, like 2-3 months ago. And I haven't done too much to it yet. So far I have the KWV3 coilovers, I got ground control camber plates, and I've done catless downpipes and active auto work mid-pipe.
That's the shit the viewers care about. This thing's fucking wow.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's still got like a stock rear section, but I'm really enjoying it so far. The suspension made a hell of a difference. Like, it's night and day difference. After I get it aligned this week, I'm gonna go a lot more camber, so that's gonna add in like the handling aspect of it. I mean, little things like I took out the charcoal filters, which added a little bit of throttle response, and I took out the rear seats, so it's quite a bit lighter now. And I like built like a little board to cover it, make it like a nice finish.
Let's take a look at that real quick.
Yeah.
If you want to hop on. Because I've seen some people take the rear seats out and it really doesn't look that good, but this is probably one of the cleanest jobs that I've seen as far as a rear seat delete. Now, what did you wrap this in?
It was just like a fabric from Joanne, just like a random ass fabric. It wasn't anything like too insane, but you know, I wanted to get something that kind of matches the car, like the interior of the car.
Because honestly, before you said that, I thought it was Alcantara.
Right.
Which
it's got like a really soft texture, which is, you know, it's pretty nice. But I was like walking around Joanne for like 20-30 minutes trying to find the right fabric, and then I was like about to give up and get this other black one. And I was just walking down an aisle and I saw this one. I was like, oh my god, that's the one, you know. Otherwise, I have a carbon fiber front splitter on the way, as well as K-Nerds. And what else? I got the carbon fiber rear spoiler, side skirts.
the biggest exhaust tips I've ever seen.
Yeah, those are the Supreme Power. Supreme Power anodized titanium tips, and then the M Performance carbon fiber diffuser.
Hell yeah, man. I really like this car. I liked the last one that you had.
I miss it, man.
But this thing is a step up for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think you would trade this for that.
No,
there's no chance. The nice
Other
thing,
way.
yeah, the nice thing about this though is the M2s right now, like N55 M2s, are stupid cheap right now since this car came out.
Yeah.
I've seen them mid 30s to 40 grand
Right.
with really low miles on it.
Right.
So if you're looking for an M2, that's definitely a good buy right now. But honestly, if you're going for an M2, this is definitely the one to get.
It's the one that you want to get.
For sure.
And
But
that's why I made the switch, because you know the power was good on the M2, but this one is just like on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
And then once I like tune it, it's gonna be on another level.
Yeah, the
So,
S55 is crazy. When I'm full bolt-ons and we're full bolt-ons, hopefully at the same time, because I know
Yeah.
you have a little bit bigger aspirations than I do. But we might get some content going on the channel as far as that goes. But
Definitely.
like always, I appreciate you letting us take pictures of the cars. Always one of my favorite clients to work with. I'll go ahead and I'll link his Instagram in the description if you guys want to go ahead and follow him. But that's pretty much it for the video, so I'll see you guys some other time.